Hi guys, I'm Anita and I'm back with another video, and today is going to be the last and final TBR Unwrapping on my channel, at least for this time around. I don't know if I'm ever going to be wrapping up my books again. I will never say never, right? But I don't think so at this point in time, at least. We'll see how long I can film this today, because I've just been filming a planning video. I had a full battery, but now it's flashing at me again, so I don't know how long this can last me. But I have 3 types of wrapping paper today, and I decided to go with this in one big video because we don't have very many days left in the year, and I wanted to get all of the books unwrapped before January so I can make a good TBR for the next year. So today's wrapping papers are these 3, and these 2 are similar because they're both fantasies, but they are from different times. This was the first fantasy I got. This is a fantasy from when my nephew's first birthday, I think. He was very into cars, and for his 2nd birthday I have this wrapping paper. I feel like my cat might have farted. It smells really bad here. And then we have this, which is my most anticipated. So we're gonna end up with my most anticipated and start out with these. And we are starting out with this one because this is the wrapping paper that is oldest. So this is a very large paperback, so it's probably a large fantasy. But what do I have? It could be I don't know. Oh yeah, okay, I know that now. It's A Canon of Black Eyes by J.V. Jones. This is the first book in the Sword of Shadows series, and this is just straight up fantasy, but I think it's set in a wintry setting. Another thick fantasy book, not as thick as the other one. It looks a little uneven here, so it could be a used book. I don't know which one I do know. Oh, okay, I think I know what it is now. This is Death Stalker by Simon R. Green. Simon R. Green is an author I really wanted to check out. It is definitely a used book that I got in a Danish used bookstore. It is quite long and over 500 pages, so it's definitely one I could go for. Another one of these, I think this is, what's the author's name? I've forgotten. I think it's pink, the cover. It is pink, but I've forgotten the author's name. Yeah. It was Mercedes Lackey used. So it's definitely a pretty famous author in the fantasy genre, but it's like from back in the day. She was extremely popular. This is also a used book that I got in the same haul, actually. And I think this is the same author, but maybe another series. Or maybe it's another series. I don't know. No, this was Lord of the Fading Lands by C.L. Wilson. I've seen things about this. I don't know if this is romance fantasy or what it is, but I have had it on my fantasy TBR list for quite a while, and it's also a used book. This one is super tiny, so I don't know what it is. I don't remember what I have in this size, honestly. Oh yeah, I know what it is now. It is Magician's Nephew by C.S. Lewis. The first and only book that I haven't read from the Narnia universe, and then I can get into the other books afterwards. I didn't read it because I heard from my brother you didn't have to read it. It wasn't connected to the other stories, and it wasn't very good. But then I heard a lot of other people really enjoying it, so I decided I need to read it, and then I can read Friends. It's actually the next day, so if I look differently than yesterday, then that's why. I think I took on the same clothes and I still have my hair down, so close to being the same, but I just wanted you to know. It's not easy when your camera just or battery just goes out. So we are going to unwrap these type of wrapping papers next, which is also fantasy but newer, acquired. This is a mass market size in height, and it's sort of quite thick. but I don't know what it could be. Oh yeah, now I know. This is, I think, this is called Sunshine by Robin McKinley, which is a vampire story, which I'm looking forward to reading. I got this also as a used book from awesomebooks.com, but it's a very, very good edition, so I don't think it's ever been read through. Next up we have a trade paperback size. I don't know if this is large enough to be Neil Gaiman, but I know I got that in the same order, so let's try and go with that because I have a hard time remembering what I have. And it is Neil Gaiman, so that was a good guess. It is Smoke and Mirrors by Neil Gaiman, which is a short story collection. Neil Gaiman has been sort of hit or miss, but I did really enjoy his take on Sleeping Beauty, which he did in a shorter form. And I also loved the Graveyard book, and I thought Stardust was good. I didn't care much for Neverwhere, but I don't know if I want to reread that, and I didn't really love the Norse mythology book that he did. But that's basically because I knew a lot of it before and was just a retelling of that, so it was like everything I've heard before. And yeah, but this I'm looking forward to anyway. Next up, another trade paperback size, slimmer one, but I've forgotten what I have. Oh, now I know. It's nice that I only have to see like one little thing, but this is Goose Girl. No. The Book of 1,000 Days by Shannon Hale, but it was Shannon Hale, it was not Goose Girl. Shannon Hale, looking forward to reading it. Another one, a little larger and a little heavier. It must have been from the same order, but I can't remember. Oh yeah, okay. This is actually from the Fantasy Festival. This is These Witches Don't Burn by Isabel Sterling, and I got this from the Fantasy Festival in 2009. It is a little bit more contemporary than it is fantasy. So at least what I read the first, like, I don't know, chapter or something. But maybe I'm wrong and it turns a lot more fantastical as the book goes. And then we have a final book, and this is a trade paperback size, and it could be, Blackwing. No, what is it called? Ed McDonald? No, it's not that one. It is The Raymond Tower by Anne Leckie. I've forgotten that I bought this actually, but I'm very looking forward to this. I have Anne Leckie's Ancillary's Justice, but this is her fantasy take, and it's a much newer one. So yeah, I'm looking forward to at least trying this out. So that was the final fantasy book. Now we're digging into my most anticipated pile, and it could be anything. I don't think there's a lot of fantasy in here, but everything else. But it's going to be difficult because I've actually forgotten what I put in this. And but I think it's going to be exciting because at least I know I'm excited about all of the books. Or at least I was. This is a slightly large trade paperback, and it could be Jim Butcher. I would guess that, because I don't think I've unwrapped that. Codex Alera, the first book, what's it called? I think that's the one. That would be my guess. It could also be Bradley Burlew. But it was Jim Butcher. Fairies of Calderon, because I am looking forward to reading more by Jim Butcher, and I am hoping that this will live up to my own expectations. We have a slim paperback. I don't know. I can't see it. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this one. This is Squire's Tales, The Squire, Terence and the Maidens Night by Gerald Morris. This is the first book in the Squire's Tales series. It was recommended by Sam from Sam's Nonsense. And this is a retelling of Arthurian legends, and I'm really looking forward to reading it. It should be pretty funny, and I hope I'm right with this being in this category because I'm really looking forward to it. Oh yay! It's so exciting so far. This one is torn open, but can I guess it from this? I don't think so. Let's see. Okay, I didn't know I put that in most anticipated, but it's Between Shades of Grey by Ruta Sepetys. But I think I might like this one. I haven't read a lot of historical fiction, but it should be really good, and I'm looking forward to seeing if I like it. But I don't know why I put it in. I would have put it in random if I was going to unwrap it now, but I must have been really excited to read it at the time. This one is it could be Bradley Beaulieu. What's it called? No, Atwood. Oh, this is my sister is going to be happy because she loves the TV show, but this is The Handmaid's Tale, and she's just talked about how this is like the favorite TV show ever, and I was like, I need to watch the book, read the book first, so now I can read the book and then I can go and watch the TV show. You know, always read the source material if you have it. This is a trade paperback size. It could be, oh, let's go with the one that goes again and again. 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle. I think I'm actually right about that. I didn't know I put that. No, The 7 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle by Stuart Turton. There is some of these editions that's called 7.5. I don't know why the difference. But I think the UK title is 7 Husbands and the American title is 7.5. Maybe. Next we have another trade paperback. It's a little heavier. I don't know. This is Railroad, Underground Railroad by Colson Whitehead. So I'm looking forward to reading this one. It got a lot of attention a couple of years ago and a lot of praise, and I heard a lot of good things about it. I've also heard some mixed things about this from other people that I trust their opinion about it, but I'm still excited to read it. Another trade paperback. Oh, this is exciting. I didn't realize, I forgot that it wasn't that large. This is Age of Assassins by R.J. Baker. I know this was recommended by so many people, but the one who persuaded me was, what's her name? She's not active on BookTube any longer. Beck's Books. We had a lot of body reads at one point, and she recommended this for me. This is heavy and torn. This is A Criminal Defense by William L. Meyer Jr. I think this is going to be really fun. It's a legal thriller, and legal thrillers can sometimes really, I sometimes really enjoy reading legal thrillers, so I hope that this will be no different. Another in that size. I think this is The Creeping, now that I see some of it, by Alexandra Sirowi, and it is, so I'm hoping I will enjoy this one. Another thriller. And this, let's go with Strawberry Heights Diner. I think it has a size for that. I didn't know I put it in this, but since I haven't opened it yet, it must be here. And I was actually right. I can see it's the top here. It's Carolyn Brown. And I put it in here because I think I'm gonna love this. I've seen Carolyn Brown's covers all over since I got this. So if I like this one, I need to check out more because she has a lot of cheap Kindle books, and I know that I have a lot of ebooks, audiobooks as well I can listen to on Storytel. But this is set in a small town, in a diner, and it's a romance, and it's like, I love those kind of books. So this is heavy and it's a trade paperback. Oh yeah, oh, I forgot I got this. This is A Beautiful Poison by Lydia Kang. This is sort of I think magical realism, but it's also historical fiction. I love the cover, and it's set back in New York with the Spanish flu. Oh, okay, so like 100 years ago in the 20s. Okay, let's wait around a little bit before I read that. Oh yeah, this is what's her name? Jo Walton, among others. And this is some people's favorite, and I thought I was going to love it. I started it and read the first 18 pages, so I can't say, but I'm hoping still that I'm gonna really, really love this one. And this one is a mass market size, kinda, and it's not so heavy. I don't know what I have left. Yeah, this is Naomi Novik. This is Temeraire by Naomi Novik. I've heard people saying that if they didn't like Uprooted, they still really love this because there's like 2 different authors writing these books. This is Napoleonic Wars but add dragons, and it's supposedly going to be, it's a really excellent series, and I'm really looking forward to reading it. I'm hoping I will really love this. Another mass market size. I have no idea at this point, so I'm just... Yeah, this is Rhea's favorite book. This is Swords Point by Ellen Kushner. I'm also really excited to read this because Rhea has praised it so much. So I'm really looking forward to it. A slim one. I think this is Dealing with Dragons. Is that what it's called? Dealing with Dragons. I think. Yeah, Dealing with Dragons by Patricia C. Riddy. This is a middle grade fantasy, I think. It's not very long. It is going to be a pretty quick read, and I'm really looking forward to reading it. Another mass market size. Oh! Bella of Mars by David D. Levine. I think this is science fiction, but set in the 1600s. Since Newton witnessed a bubble rising from his bathtub, mankind has sought the stars. When William III of England commissioned Captain William Kidd to command the first expedition to Mars in the late 1600s, he's proved that space travel is both possible and profitable. Cool, so like historical alternative history kind of thing. I remember thinking that this sounded like something I could understand. This is a large trade paperback. It's probably fantasy, so let's go with Bradley P. Beaulieu because I know I have it somewhere. And I think it is that one. Yeah, 12 Kings by Bradley P. Beaulieu. This is also something that people really, really love. And I'm looking forward to reading it. And I know that there are like 3 or 4 books in the series now. Another slim one. I have no guesses. Oh yeah, this is a masterwork. And this is, I don't know why, Flowers for Algernon by Daniel Keyes. Also a masterwork I'm excited to read. I think it's much about psychology, and it cut off. I don't know how much it cut off, but I just unwrapped Little House in the Big Woods by Laura Ingalls Wilder. I didn't know why I put this in here, but if I like this one, I have a set of 6 books from the series of 7, so I can just get moving on it. And it is very, very short, so I could read it in very little time. So cool. Another trade paperback. I don't know. Oh yeah, this is a cool short anthology. This is Robots vs. Fairies, and I am dying to read this one. It has Sarah Gailey, Max Gladstone, who I'm really interested in reading something from. Mary Robinette Kowal is in here, Ken Liu, Jonathan Mayberry, Shauna McGuire, Annalee Newitt, John Scalzi, Levi Tidar, Catherine Emelende, and a lot of other people that I've been really interested in reading. So yay, I'm so excited for this. And yeah, I hope it lives up to my own expectations. This is a trade paperback again, and I don't know what I haven't unwrapped yet. Yeah, that was the one I was talking about before. You know, it's Black Wing by Ed McDonald. I bought this at the Fantasy Festival, and I think it's going to be sort of dark and gritty fantasy, and it could be really, really good. The last and final unwrapping, this must be House of Special Purpose by John Boyne. Because I haven't unwrapped it yet, and I know I have it. So, and it's a hardback. And it's about the Romanov family. Yeah, that is the one. I think it's gonna be good. I haven't read any of John Boyne's books before, but I know that some people really, really love his stuff, and that it could be really, really good. So I'm hoping I will enjoy it. I do have something with the Romanov family. I haven't read a whole bunch, but I just love the things that I have read about the Romanov family, or at least some of it. And when it's done right, I really, really enjoy it. So I hope that I'm going to enjoy this one as well. So that was the last and final TBR Unwrapping for this time. I don't know if I'm ever going to wrap all of my books up again, but for this time, it was everything. So yeah, lots of great books to get me going, and now I need to figure out what to read for January, because now I have all of my TBR ready, and I need to write down a TBR master list, and just being able to cross things off as the year goes. It's going to be great, and I love that I'm not limited to any amount of books. I have like 200 titles to pick from, so I think I'm gonna be good. So yeah, this was everything I had for you today. Let me know in the comment down below which books you are most excited for me to read from this pile. And how do you think, any suggestions on how to tackle my TBR from now? Maybe doing themes for every month of the year and pick something for that. Maybe I can do that, or maybe I can, if there's some specific thing that's going on. I think I'm gonna join the buzzword-a-thon again and just read one book that fits the buzzword from my TBR. And then I have the Harlequin project going on as well, which is definitely still 3 books. So I need to figure out a balance so I can read my Harlequin books and this and my books from my shelves over the month. But I'm hoping if I can read 5 to 6 books, physical books of my own reading, that would be great. Then I can get through 2 to 3 books of my physical TBR, and then I need to figure out how many of these are on audio so I can listen to them at home. Since I'm almost done with Discworld, I didn't manage to finish it this year. I still have to read Shepherd's Crown. I don't know if I'm just postponing it, The Inevitable, because I won't have any more Discworld books left that I haven't read when I finish that. I don't know if it's that or if it's just something else, but yeah. I'm feeling so happy that I've unwrapped all of my things, and now I can start on fresh in the new year here. So yeah, let me know in the comments down below what you want me to read, and if you have any suggestions about things that I mentioned. I would really like to know that. And if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video very, very soon. Goodbye.